What's going on, guys? It's your boy CBS back with another Destiny video. In today's video, there's so much going on in the Destiny universe that I feel like it's time for me to make my 2-week comeback and talk about some of these changes. Now, I'm coming up on 8,000 subscribers. I'll probably hit it today, and I'm super grateful, super thankful for all you guys that have come by and decided to hit that button to join my family. So with that being said, I'm just going to say a big shout out to you. Thank you very much. Anyways, let's get moved on to these weapon tuning update that's coming out and coming up here soon. So the first big thing that I want to say is the Crucible has been probably the best it's ever been in a long time. Now, when the game first came out back in September of 2014, September 2013, the auto rifles ruled the world. You know, they had very little damage fall off. They were great at close, medium, or long range. And shortly thereafter, they updated it to where hand cannons were gods. And hand cannons ruled the Destiny PvP landscape for, I don't know, 8 months it felt like. Maybe even longer. It might have been like 9 months. And then when the Taken King came out, they came out with the Weapon Patch 2.0, which did a huge weapon changes, weapon nerfs and buffs and things like that. And pulse rifles became king, at least in my opinion. Auto rifles definitely got a buff, and they were definitely usable, especially the Suros regime is definitely with the revved up perk. It's definitely usable in the Crucible, but it still has trouble going up against things like the Hawk Moon at close range or any pulse rifle or anybody that's good with a pulse rifle. Just because pulse rifles are god does not mean that you're going to be good with them, because some people don't have the target acquisition that you need to use them. So I understand why people are frustrated by the dominance that pulse rifles have in the Crucible right now. But me coming from my first person shooters, I guess, background starts with Halo, so I'm very used to headshots being like the most important thing when it comes to gun battles. And then I also shifted to Call of Duty, and I understand where people are coming from a background where they're used to shooting from the torso up, and it pretty much meaning the same thing. So I get why people are frustrated with the difference in skill, but I think that's where Destiny has so much room to grow. Now, the first big thing, they're going to be increasing auto rifle damage for this new update coming up by almost 10% on all their, I guess, accumulatively. Jesus, I couldn't get that word out. But they're going to be increasing auto rifle damage between the different archetypes to, I guess, make it more competitive at medium to close range, mainly close range, because they want it to be ideal for in close range. Basically, hand cannons and auto rifles are supposed to be your close quarters weapon, and then your pulse rifles, scout rifles are supposed to be your medium to long. So, I mean, they have the right idea, but until we have something more, a more competitive avenue other than just Trials of Osiris, I don't think that they're ever going to really be able to find that true balance. Now, they're going to be decreasing the pulse rifle damage across all the archetypes by almost 10%. 9% on the pulse rifles like the Red Death, 2% on pulse rifles like the Praetor's Timepiece or those faster firing rate ones, and they have almost 8% are for pulse rifles like the Bad Juju and the Hawksaw. Now, I think this is kind of bad because I feel like pulse rifles are in that perfect range as far as time to kill. You can only 2 burst if you're almost dead accurate. So basically what I see it coming down to now is going to be a three shot weapon, which is going to suck because you figure the Hawk Moon, if you get the right procs, that's still a 2-shot weapon. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not really happy about the change, but like I said, it is not out yet, so I won't know exactly how much it's going to affect the Crucible landscape. I just feel like the pulse rifle should be the king because they are perfect fit for medium and long ranges. Now, I will say this: scout rifles should rule the landscape from medium to long range. It should be able to compete with the pulse rifle, because if me sitting here saying that the pulse rifle should be king because of it requires serious accuracy and skill, well, the scout rifle is even more because you're only getting 1 shot instead of 3 downrange at one trigger pull. So, but that being said, there's so many more changes that are coming to the Crucible and just the landscape of weapons in Destiny as a whole. So if you want to read the full patch notes or full updates, they will be linked in the description box below. Let me know what you think of the updates. Let me know if you like the way the Crucible is right now, or if you feel, I know there's a lot of people out there that want the hand cannons to come back. And don't get me wrong, I like using hand cannons, but I prefer using hand cannons in PvE. And when in the Crucible last year, when there was all you could use was a hand cannon to compete, it definitely got old very fast and it got very frustrating. So either they're gonna have to make more pulse rifles and scout rifles that can compete, so that people don't feel like they're only using red deaths and messengers and things like that. I think it'll be fine, but we have a long way to go. Destiny has to find more ways to allow players to be competitive. Now, I always think back to Halo 3 specifically, when they had the ranking system. So, you know, you can go anywhere between 1 and 50. So, if I was going to play Rumble and I was a rank 40 or 45 or whatever, I wouldn't be matched up against like level 10s and level 20s because they weren't in my skill level. And this allowed me to grow and get better as a Destiny or as a Halo player. So in order for Destiny's competitive avenue to get better, I think they definitely have to add that competitive edge or that competitive ranking system. How they'll do it, I don't know. Destiny's got a long way to go. It's got a 10-year, I guess, rollout plan, if you want to call it that. And whenever it is they finally get that, I think that the MLG side will definitely come through. I think that the competitive side will definitely take off once we get a chance to actually test our skills against the best of the best. Because even in Trials of Osiris, yes, we're playing against better players. Out of a full 9-0 card, you're probably only going to play 2 teams that are within your skill level. Because I know when I play Trials, we run through the competition and we only run into like a hard team once or twice, and even then it's not too bad if you have a good solid team. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm definitely excited about the weapons change because I do want a fully competitive Crucible, but I just don't want the pulse rifles to die because I think they should be king. So with that being said, my name is CBS. I hope you guys are glad that I'm back. Thank you again for 8,000 subscribers. That's huge for me. My goal was 10,000 by the end of the year. It's unlikely I'll make that, but I'm glad where we're at right now. So with that being said, be safe, subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Oh, what are you waiting for? Do it! Yes, you can!